My name is Brian Rausch. I'm the owner and CEO of House of Moves. We are a top-tier motion capture studio in the entertainment industry. I'm based in LA, been doing motion capture for over 25 years, got hundreds of titles, dozens of films underneath my belt. I'm well scarred. I heard about the Halp Network from Chip and Julia when they were getting ready to make the jump and start it. You know, they've been running businesses and doing things for other companies for a long time. So I was really excited that they were going to go start their own thing. There's a handful. I've got three that I can mention. One was the original God of War when I was still at Sony, because I had to build these real-time overlay rigs so that I could actually get a sword to penetrate a chest cavity and then come directly, so it didn't look like it was wobbly. So I had to build a lot of the rigging for the underpinning of the motion capture for the original God of War. And it was kind of a highlight for me because I was able to run the teams to do that. We did a few seasons of Barbie Vlogger. And I know that sounds a little bit weird coming from me, right? House of Moves was the first into Unreal for motion capture in real time and locking the clock and things like that. We did that back in 2010. So what was really interesting about Barbie for me is it was the first time we were able to do a show so quickly. But more importantly, she was talking directly to kids about self-appreciation and self-actualization. And so anyway, that was really nice for me. One of the other games that I can talk about, it was Exoprimal by Capcom. But here's why I love that one and why it sits on my list of favorite projects. COVID happened during the middle of that one. So we had to rebuild our entire pipelines. We had to make things work that used to work internal on our own servers. We had to make them work external. So our entire pipeline had to be rewritten while we were trying to actually deliver a high-end cinematic like Exoprimal. Most of the stuff that I consider my favorite things, it's because they were pretty hefty technical challenges. So those were always really interesting for me. So those, I would say, are probably my three favorite projects. Oh man, that's always a tough one. I love interesting new things, old IPs, new IPs. I think the takeaway is there's nothing specific I'm looking forward to working on because I actually just love working on all of it. There's not many projects in my life that I haven't found some sort of enjoyment out of in working in. So I consider myself super, super lucky. So make sure you're capitalized. Make sure that you've got enough to run your business for at least 3 years. And if you don't have a sustainable business at the end of 3 years, you need to start asking yourself some hard questions. Make sure that you're not entering an oversaturated market with no new ideas. If you've got a saturated market, but you've got a new idea that can be super disruptive, then yeah, show up and go. But again, make sure you're well capitalized. If you are going to go out and get other people's money to start your own business, make sure you partner well. Don't get desperate there either. You need to have the right person. Again, if you're an individual who's looking to start your own business, store up on energy, store up on capital, and get to it, right? Turn your hat around backwards and run towards the noise. I'm going to say Samus from Metroid. And the reason I'm going to say Samus from Metroid is she was the first that I know of female hero. But if you played the original Metroid and you beat it twice, Samus took her helmet off and nobody knew that it was a her. So I want to know from Samus what it was like being a hero, in a female hero in a world of male heroes, and what she went through and what her training needed to be and how it was different for her to navigate that. My daughter has joined the industry, right? And I'm just always interested in what it's going to be like for her versus me. She is of half Filipino descent, half American descent. So she's going to go through the world completely differently than me. So I'm always asking people when I can, what can I learn so that I can better support her, but then also better support people who work for me, who are more like her than they are me. So I think that's probably going to be my answer. It would be Samus, because I think I might have a lot to learn from her. I do really appreciate you guys taking the time to interview me. I know it's always a little bit dangerous putting me on camera unscripted, but I do want to thank Julia from the Halp Network. Just always there, always on it, always amazing. I know that when I call, she picks up. We have a great time. She's an amazing person. And then there's Chip. We're pretty ruthless with each other, so he's a great friend of mine. I love him.